now, welcome to the Truth TV Show.
Parliament, I want to find out from you, with the enormous impact it has on the individual and the national economy, how can we address the youth unemployment challenge in Ghana moving forward?
Okay, thank you. So that's a very important question. Once we've been able to identify the problems, we can proffer some good solutions. Now, I'm going to offer recommendations to two categories of people. The first category, I call them job seekers, those who are looking for employment. And these are my recommendations now. And you know, I want to be truthful as much as possible.
So
this is the Truth TV show.
Yeah.
Now listen to me carefully. For all this while, I've not really been looking into the camera, so listen to me carefully. If you are a youth somewhere, okay, and you are following these discussions, listen to me. And you are a job seeker, you want employment. My first recommendation is this: follow the politicians. That is if you have the opportunity to do so. Why? They can give you jobs. They can't give all of you jobs, but they can give some of you jobs if you do their bidding for them. The only thing is that there's a price to pay. So they will use you to fulfill their political interests, but they can give some of you jobs. But if they use you and they dump you and they don't give you any job, don't be violent, and cause mayhem in the whole country. Continue to pursue them because they are the ones who promised you jobs. That's my first recommendation. Secondly,
that's an interesting one.
Secondly, yes, I'm being truthful as possible. Number two, increase your networking. That means connect to those who are connected because they could give you a job. This is what I'm telling you, what will work for you in the country. Increase your networking. Number three, don't just rely on your certificate, okay? Acquire more relevant skills and expertise, okay? Attend more training programs, add additional value to yourself. Number four, pay professionals to structure your CV and put it in a format that will make you more marketable. It is interesting to note that many university graduates, even masters and PhD students and graduates, do not know how to even structure their CV. That's sad. Okay, that's sad. So if you don't know how to do it and you don't know how to research to do it, pay professional organizations. There are a lot of them, okay, who can help you to do that, right? Number five, constantly read and research about what employers want in employees. Employers no longer want people with just certificates and transcripts which purport that they excelled in school. They want something more, okay? So make sure that you are abreast with what employers want. That is to say, the demands of the labor market, okay, in general. But I must say that this is the easy path, okay? Looking for a job. So if you are looking for a job, I've shown you some of the recommendations. Go this way, but I must say this is surely the easy path, okay? But I'm going to talk about the difficult part, okay? Which is identifying and creating your work. Identifying and creating your work. Now, I think Mr. Gideon used that term, in his earlier submissions, and I'm going to use that word differently, okay? This is going to be philosophical, but realistic. It's going to blow your mind, okay? Now, I want to draw your attention to the difference between your job and your work. Okay, there's a difference between your job and your work. Note this, very important. Never forget this. Okay, you won't get it anywhere except here on the Truth TV show. Number one, your job is not the same as your work. Your job is not the same as your work. Your job is what you do for a living. Your work is why you were given life. Let me say that again. Your job is what you do for a living. Your work is why you were given life. Number three, your job Now I don't have time to explain them, but just make sure you follow us, okay? Number 3, your job is what you were trained and educated to do. Your work is what you were designed and born to do. Think about it for a moment. Number 4, your job relies on your educational certificates and professional skills. Your work depends on your creator's purposes, gifts, talents, and special abilities he has placed in you. Number 5, you may require human connections to get a job, but the only thing you need to discover and pursue your work is the divine connection. Number 6, you will retire from your job after 60 or 65 years. You only retire from your work after death. Number 7, you can be fired from your job, but no one can fire you from your work. Number 8, your job never brings you true fulfillment. Your work is the source of ultimate fulfillment in life. Number 9, you can never leave a true legacy on earth through your job. The best legacy you can leave for posterity is your work. Number 10, history will celebrate you not really because of your job, but your work will permanently record your name in the archives and memory of history. See, these are very hard truths. And I don't have time to explain them. Go and think about them and reflect about them. Okay. Now, I'm going to end by giving you the recommendation for job creators. This is what I describe as the hard way. Okay. Job creators. That's those who want to create their job, those who want to go on the pathway of pursuing work, as in their work in life, not just looking for a job to live by. This is the hardest way. But I share some few thoughts with you. Number 1, pursue the true creator of the universe. Okay, I'm saying the true creator because there are a lot of false ones who are claiming to be true. Pursue the true creator of the universe because he is the best model of entrepreneurial success. Number 2, read about great leaders and achievers. Learn from them. Follow their footsteps. But remember, it won't be easy. Number 3, discover yourself and purpose. Number 4, create a vision for your future. Number 5, maximize your potentials. Number 6, discover and develop your gifts. Listen to me carefully. Discover and develop your gifts. Number 7, depend more on your talents and less on your certificates. Number 8, develop the right attitude. Build a strong character. Cultivate a robust mindset. Attend entrepreneurship seminars. Number 9, use your mind. Think and act. Number 10, become an entrepreneur. Start your own business. Number 11, rule your world. Have dominion. And number 12, go for deployment instead of employment. Let me show you the difference. Employment in reality is under deployment because they pay you only for what your certificate claims you can do. So for example, if I studied accounting, all that organization thinks and believes I can do is accounting because that's what I studied in school. So in a sense, it is under deployment because they are only tapping what my paper says I can do. But there could be a lot of other things that I could do which are not written on the pages of my CV, but they don't have confidence in me that I can do them. They don't even know about them. So employment, and that's why employment ultimately will not bring true fulfillment to anybody, okay? Because if you are in a system which underutilizes your true capacity and your true ability, you will never be happy. You actually find joy and fulfillment in life when you feel and believe and know that your full potentials are being explored and maximized and utilized for the benefit of society. That's why we were all given birth to. And so when I say go for deployment, I mean that pursue the path, I said before, the hard way. Which is discovering your work and then pursuing it and fulfilling it and leaving a lasting legacy. But that's really, really very hard, but again, you can do it, but it's not easy. I need to emphasize that because it's very hard, okay? But you can make it, okay? So go for deployment instead of employment. I think I am done. with my recommendations.
Well, let me reiterate again. This is the Truth TV show where you get the truth, nothing but the truth. And the Truth TV show, evidence is the rule of the game. The Truth TV show, nothing but the truth. The Truth TV show, the knowledge that makes you free. Polymath, it's quite interesting that the list you gave about how to get connections and how to get jobs, and you spoke about connections and all of that. Well, I didn't see praying in there, because in the country we find ourselves in right now, we have hyper religious people who spend more hours in the church praying for jobs. Some of them can even be naming and claiming for jobs. They'll go there from Monday to Monday and wouldn't subscribe to any of the list you gave. So it's quite interesting. I didn't see prayer there. You want to say something about it?
Well, that's a very important observation. But just to answer that simply, if prayer was truly the single most important key to success, then the prayer warriors in churches should be the richest people. That's number one. And then number two, Christians and religious people who pray very often should be the ones controlling the world systems. The evidence is rather the opposite. The evidence shows that people who claim to be avowed atheists, non-religious folks, are the ones controlling the world. Okay, think about a company like Google or Microsoft. Mr. William Bill Gates does not believe in the Judeo-Christian God, for example. Okay. But he believes in the power of his mind and his skills. He's a very serious programmer. Okay. When you see him teaching programming lessons, he makes it so easy. And then he will tell you that programming is easy. And I see people getting frustrated. To him, it's very easy. He understands it, and he's a visionary. Okay, when we read his story, we see how he had to drop out of high school to pursue the vision of Microsoft. Bill Gates' dream was to see Microsoft on every single computer in every home in the whole world. This vision was so strong in his mind that he had to abandon his education in order to go and pursue it. And by the way, education is not the key to success, as we were told. Education may open up certain opportunities for you, certain networks, okay, to increase your social capital. But if you depend solely on the educational system, I'm sorry, the evidence shows that the richest and the most influential people on the planet were not the most highly educated.
Yeah.
If higher education was actually the secret, okay, to success in life, I think that the professors in the academy should be the most successful. I rest my case.
Well, just as I told you, viewers, we'll have a special section and then deal with some of the issues that you may have wished that he went deep into it. We'll have special sections on that. So this is just the introductory part of it, the whole thing. So just keep following us. Make sure that you share the link. You can also, send questions. You can comment, give us your comment in the comment section. You can also send questions by the number displayed on your screen. You can WhatsApp us or even call us on that number. Now, Mr. Gideon.
Yes, sir.
I want to find out from you what you want to add up to what
Parliament he said everything. What should I add to it? I wish I had spoken before he spoke.
Okay.
He gave a very inspiring
and
motivational as well as philosophical dimension to the whole issue. I wish I may be permitted to look at it from a policy perspective.
Go ahead,
possibly sir. Learn with the motivation aspect of it.
Go ahead, sir.
I think that some recommendations have to go to institutions like the Labour Office and the National Labour Organization to set up, and so that we'll be able to compile the unemployment data well, and then link it up with what employers want, so that we can match them well. If we are able to do that, we'll be able to measure the unemployment situation in the country very well, and then make the necessary policy directions for them. On the individual level, I think that Prof did a good job by touching on the key things that you would want to do. my little recommendation for every individual out there who is watching, if you want to get employed, I think that if you're seeking for a job, as you rightly said, if you're seeking for a job, I advise that you create some value for yourself. At least look out for what the corporate system wants, and particularly the need of that organization, and train yourself to fit into that organization from that angle. I don't know whether I've made myself clear. If you look at the organization, they need people who are able to market their products for them, sell the product for them. They need people who are able to, record in terms of financing and account for those. And then they need people who are able to get themselves abreast with technology with regards to how to account and work it out from the technology perspective. And then they also need people in terms of operations who are able to work within the operation. So if you're able to look at the structure very well with every organization, and then you create value for yourself within that regard, in fact, the job would actually be searching for you, because they need people. If you speak to most organizations, you realize that sometimes they have to go in for a consultant outside the organization, because they don't have anybody in the organization who is able to do it. And I think the trend which you should be following very well is the analysis aspect of corporate policies. If you're able to do more of marketing analysis and give us solutions to what is required, just like Joseph in the Bible did, he actually came to tell the king about the problem. Of course, if we have to bring it to the liberal aspect, then he did analysis of the situation, was able to tell them that this is what is going to happen within the next 5 years. Of course, if you're able to tell us the problem, then of course we'll call you to come and fix and solve the problem for us. Give us a solution to that effect. So if you are actually seeking for a job, then that's the way to go. Create value for yourself and pitch yourself somewhere, and I'm sure the job will come to you. On the other side of the motivation aspect of the issue, I think that what I would say is that you should search for yourself and meet yourself. And as you search for yourself and you meet yourself and you grow yourself, you become indispensable.
Thank you very much, Mr. Gideon, for the addition. Well, viewers, all too soon we've come to the end of this discussion. And it was a very in-depth and intricate and detailed discussion that we had. I want to especially thank the gentlemen for joining me in the studio to have this discussion. I want to say a very big thank you to Mr. Gideon Emisa, who is the CEO of Institute of Chartered Economists Ghana, ISEC, and also to Polymath Godfrey Asamoah, who is the CEO of Trembit Consult. Like he rightly said, you need to get a professional CV, and then there are many things that Trembit Consult can help you out to do. So you can visit our website, and then also you can share the video, you can subscribe, you can ask your questions and all that. So we have a wide area of programs that we are going to give you. So make sure that you follow us everywhere on social media. Thank you very much, and my name is Max Olobing. The Truth TV Show, where evidence is the rule of the game. The Truth TV Show will give you nothing but the truth. The Truth TV Show, the knowledge that makes you free. Thank you.